And Jeremy, of course, was coming off one of his best finishes of 1999, a third last week at Darlington.
One thing you notice on that tire that Jerry Punch just showed you, no interliner. At a racetrack like Richmond, they run tubeless tires with no interliners.
The 18 and the 24 are battling for position, and one is up high and one is down low.
Yeah, Bobby Labonte in the 18 is trying to get around Ward Burton, who has gone a lap down. Benny mentioned that he'd slid the tires on that Caterpillar Pontiac a little bit earlier, and I think that has affected the handling to some degree, and now Jeff Gordon has caught up with Bobby Labonte.
And Bill Weber has more on Ward Burton.
Ned, you're exactly right. Right after that incident on the track, Ward radioed in. He said it feels like an air pressure problem, but they speculated it's because he slid the tires. Also, they warned him to watch the temperature gauges because the front of that car is bashed in. Now, Mark Martin has a similar problem, only with the possibility of overheating. His car is running well. He has moved forward in the field, but he also got a little bit of front-end damage early here in the race. So far, though, 53 laps in, not a major problem for the 6. The 22's just sliding back to the field.
You can see the damage there on Mark Martin's car.
You see this gap here on the hood? That means that he's hit the front of the car. That should be level with the cowl opening there, and we see that gap.
He hit Ward Burton when we saw that deal on the backstretch there when Rick Mask got loose, and here it is. As you'll see Mark come up on Ward Burton, come off the turn, and Ward slows down, and right there is where Mark hit, and that hood went up there, and it stayed there.
And Terry Labonte has hit the wall and hit it hard. Boy, he's narrowed up that car as it comes down the backstretch.
Oh, he sure has.
Down to Bill Weber.
Terry Labonte radioed in. The right front tire blew out. It blew out. He just radioed that into his crew.
And here's the replay. He was right behind Dale Earnhardt Jr.
And right there you saw it as he went into the turn and just shot him right up into the wall.
And already we see Dale Jarrett has dodged one bullet tonight, Ned. He was right behind Terry Labonte as the caution flag gives out. Watch that right front tire. Watch his car go straight. Bam.
Yeah, that's when you're down on the bottom of the racetrack and that right front tire goes, it's a long way towards that wall, and it's going to hit it hard and at a bad angle as well.
And looks like this is about as far as Terry Labonte could get his car. He's out of the car. He's sitting over at the entrance to turn 3. See, I think that's John Hendrick. No, maybe it's not.
Terry Labonte,
fire.
Fire in the car. Firefighting equipment right there. Terry has finished 9th or better, including 3 wins in 9 of the last 12 races here. It will not be a good finish for him tonight.
That's a good sign to see him walking away. I know he's frustrated, but at least he is walking away.
So our first caution has come out on lap number 58. Field slowed for the first time. The firefighting equipment has the blaze out, it would appear. Now the tow truck will get it off the racetrack and the apron of the racetrack. 57 laps completed. It's still Tony Stewart out front at Richmond International. Back at Richmond International Raceway, just outside the city limits of Richmond and in Henrico County, Virginia. We have had some pit stops as a result of this first caution of the evening brought out when Terry Labonte hit the wall. Let's go back and take a look at the pit stops involving the 3 drivers who were first, second, and third at the time.
Tony Stewart, the 20 car, was the leader. 18 of Bobby Labonte was second place. Now they're going to spend a long time on the right rear. See, watch the guy go under the car on Bobby Labonte's car. And I guess he pulled a rubber out of the right rear spring, but we can see just how much extra time that took because Jeff Gordon's rolling. Tony Stewart is leaving the pits, and Jeff Burton goes by.
Mark Martin was running, I think, like 12th or 13th, and he came out in 6th. He made a great pit stop.
Bud Labonte dropped all the way back to 7th from 2nd, and Jeremy Mayfield is at the front of the field, but he is not on the lead lap.
See Jeffrey Bodine there in 3rd place. So a great pit stop by the power team pit crew.
Let's take a look at our Coke pit summary. And Bobby Labonte from 2nd to 7th. Gordon picked up a position. Skinner lost one, and Jeff Bodine got 2 spots during the pit stop. And this is why we are under our first caution of the evening.
See Terry Labonte in the Kellogg Chevrolet as he went into turn 3. Apparently the right front tire let go and shot him right up into the wall.
And from Dale Jarrett's perspective, he was right behind him.
Man. When that right front tire goes flat, just the car goes straight, and there's nothing the driver can do.
Jerry Punch.
Well, the 2 teammates sitting down near me, the 18 and 20 cars, both had exactly the same problem. Tony Stewart had complained of being tight in the middle and loose off, and so had Bobby Labonte. The adjustments, though, were a little bit different. For Tony Stewart, they made an air pressure change in the back of the car to help tighten him up coming off. Now, with Bobby Labonte, as you saw, they took a rubber out of the right rear to tighten him up coming off the corner. So both drivers, different adjustments for the same problem. Let's check in with Bill.
Well, let's try to tell you about Jeff Gordon. Obviously, they did not make any changes on that car. The only thing they did make was a slight air pressure adjustment because those were going to be brand new sticker tires. Ray Evernham looked at the right front tires, said there was not a wear problem. They did show a little right rear wear, right rear wear, which is tough to say, but that they kind of expected tonight. They don't think that's a big problem at all. His car's handling well. They had a great pit stop. Also, an excellent pit stop for Jeffrey Bodine, who's running very well here tonight. No changes to that car, no tire problems on the 60, Ray.
Well, Bill, Dale Earnhardt had a good pit stop, too. He started in 33rd. He's up to 17th right now. Earnhardt had called in on the radio, and he said, I'd really like to put a rubber in the right rear spring, but the crew chief said, that's going to take us too long. Let's try to keep that track position. They went down 2 rounds on the track bar on the right rear, but no rubber this time. Earnhardt is going to keep them updated.
Should be going back to green before too long. The safety vehicles are completing their work as we get the overhead shot from the Pennzoil copter cam hovering over the beautiful clear skies here in Richmond. Aside from Thursday night when the NASCAR Craftsman Truck Series event was slightly shortened by rain, we've had beautiful weather here. No rain predicted until at least Tuesday. 1 to go, and we'll go back to racing.